Hi everyone, thank you for joining Ortega's Overlanding Adventures. So this Sunday we decided to go explore our back roads around the Prescott area. Now there was a campsite looking kind of thing I saw on Onyx, so I decided, hey, let's go take a ride, let's go check it out. We weren't really planning on a whole day trip, but it did take us about five and a half hours. We did go out and explore some roads. There's a couple of ranches out there. We kind of looked. Once we got there to that location area, we did notice there was a couple ranches, so we kind of took a drive to check those ranches out. It is beautiful out there. If I had enough money to retire now and live out there, I definitely would. But yeah, so here we turned right on Contreras Road. This is about 7 miles behind Iron Springs road, like at the Walmart Joe Gardner area. This road is pretty level, pretty smooth for the most part. Now you will hear my rooftop tent rattling and making some noises, so it's totally fine. It's not my truck, it's not my suspension. I've done a few things to try to quiet that thing down. It works, over time. Stuff falls off of it again, some like grommets and stuff that I had up there, but one day I'll figure something out. So here's it's a little ranch right here towards the left-hand side, and wow, this is why I kind of pulled over a little bit so you guys can check it out. But look how beautiful. I'm not sure how much it snows over here. This is heading towards the Skull Valley area, and it's beautiful. You're gonna check out some other views soon here, and just love it out here. Can't believe this is our backyard pretty much. Had to stop and take a picture of this Santa Fe bridge. So we're coming up close. I think it's called Tonto Road. We took a right. You can go right or left. So we did take a right. We drove a little bit and then we took a left here. Now, believe it or not, we're gonna go up this thing, and I thought, hey, you know what? It's just a normal road. We're gonna go up. It's gonna be good. Quite a nice camp spot. But no, the more we started going up, the rougher it got, and I never air down until I got to the very top. You'll see where I air down, and here's a section here. It was pretty bumpy. I don't think there's no way a two-wheel drive car will get up there. Maybe a two-wheel drive like SUV might. It is a little sketchy though in some certain areas, but you can definitely make it up here. Now you're gonna see where I thought originally where we were going to camp. There's like a satellite tower, I don't know what there is up here, but then we were like, no, I don't really want to camp up there, it's too close to that tower. So we drove a little bit more. You'll see here in a minute, and then I'll jump back on. But first, this section here, the 4Runner actually teeter-tottered for a little bit. I don't know if you could see or notice that there. We were actually on two wheels, and I told my wife to take a video on the way back down to see that, but none of the tires actually lifted off the ground that time, so that was a bummer. It was a little bust, but hey, again, we were going up, and this was only four-wheel drive high. I didn't put it in low, but you can see that it's pretty rough up here. But we did find two camping spots out here, and I'll show you where they're at. Now, I'm not really sure about the whole copyright stuff on YouTube, so I did use some, I guess it's not music, but it is like tones or whatever off of this CapCut app. So I'm assuming it's okay. If not, I'm sorry, YouTube, but we'll see what happens after I uploaded this video. All right, we're getting pretty close here to this section that I first thought was gonna have a nice lookout to camp, but it turns out it was some satellites, or I don't know what it was, some type of tower. And you're gonna see it coming up here on the left hand side. Almost there. So we kind of just pulled in and we're like, nah, pulled back out. We didn't even go check out the area. Definitely don't want to get in trouble for being up there. I don't know if we were supposed to be there or not. Map says it was okay. There was no signage, but we decided to just back up and go a little bit further on this road. If you like this type of stuff, please subscribe. This is a new channel of ours. We just kind of started it 6 months ago. We kind of did a video and then just stopped, but then we're like, you know what, let's go for it. We love camping, we love going outdoors, we love exploring, so why not? We'll share our adventures and yeah, make new friends on the way there too. But so this road right here, it goes back quite a bit and goes onto the main road eventually. I believe we actually walked down to it and we just turned around. It was too narrow. We weren't sure about the terrain, so we kind of backed out and checked this other area. So I stopped there for a second to check the Onyx app, and as you can see, there was a little road towards the right. We will actually get on that on the way back, but through a different direction. So we're going straight here, and right here there's like a little, like a water tank, not a tank, but like a dirt tank. You'll see it when we come back, for cattle and stuff. We didn't think you could drive back there, but this is that road that I was talking about. We kind of just stopped here. It does go back to the main road, we believe, so we just stopped, turned around. This is actually where I air down. Here's the wifey going out to explore. Again, we're out in the mountains, no fear. She just took off. I eventually ended up following her, and we did walk about, I would say, another 100 to 200 feet past where she's at now, and we just said, you know what, we'll turn around, let's go back, and you'll see that section. And I'm glad I did, because here I aired down and I took out the drone and kind of scoped the area. You'll see here pretty soon, right about, bam, here, the drone. This is where we're at. See that little road right there going up by that water puddle, I guess you could call it. So there's a section north to that where there's a camping ring, and we decided to go check it out to see if it was a nice camping spot. And we said, yes, this is a great camping spot. It's way off the road. Nobody's gonna come up there anytime soon. But we weren't camping today, or that day, whatever. It was just a future camping spot. So this is where we back up and go towards it, and you'll see that little ring out there. There's not a lot of views, which was kind of a little bit of a bummer, but you know what? It was a great spot. Now, not sure. Oh yeah, right here I was checking the map again just to double check everything, and we decided to go for it. All right, we are coming up to that little camp area. You can see right here in the center, there is a fire ring, or fire ring, fire pit, whatever people want to call it. We call it a fire pit. But here's another view of where we drove to, up that little road to the left here. And We're gonna go up high, 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 and you will see where I saw that camping spot. Now this is that other road I told you guys I was coming back to. It's just going to the left. It meets the same road we came in, just a different way, I guess. That was about it. Nothing fancy, nothing cool about it. Just another entrance or exit point. So now we're heading back out the way we came in originally. I did air down, and I believe I finally put it in four-wheel drive low. Coming up here, actually, when we were leaving, we noticed a spot, and we thought it was a little bypass for that little area, but it was actually this spot here. So this is a now new camping spot for us, and check out this view. Beautiful. Can you imagine waking up in the morning, drinking coffee, and just boom, watching the sun rise, because it does come from that direction right over there. Awesome. Here's some pictures you guys can enjoy. Here's my little chubbiness, and here's my sexy wife. And here is Santa's deer.
Okay, let's go.
So I finally decided to use my drone for videos of my, I guess, overlanding, trail riding. I've never used it before, so this is actually my first shot with the drone off-roading. And yeah, it was a little different. I like it, different point of view. I always see YouTube videos, YouTube channels, everybody using drones and stuff, so I said, you know what, let's give it a shot. Came out okay. What do you guys think? You know, I've been on a lot of, like, not a ton, but a lot of trails, and the camera never does justice on what it actually looks like in person. Now, this was pretty steep. It was pretty, I don't know, a little sketchy, but yeah, it's definitely different when you're there. There's going to be another section that you'll see when where I'm coming down, and the wifey decided to say, nope, I'm getting down, so she recorded. And let me tell you guys, this 4Runner is a 2020 SR5. It is stock. The only thing that's different is the wheels and tires. Nothing, there's no suspension upgrades, no lift kits, no leveling kit, none of that. And we have gone through some crazy obstacles that I would have never thought possible. But there's been a few times that I've been with a group of guys and they say, you can do it, your vehicle can do it. It is very capable. I trusted them and never had a hiccup. So thank you for them. I did build up my confidence level in going out alone once in a while. I know you're not really supposed to, but sometimes people just have other things to do. But we love exploring. We're going to do it more on a regular basis since we do have this channel now. And it's what we like. I mean, look at these views. So this is a spot where I went up and it was teeter-tottering. On the way down, didn't do nothing. Now that, if you look on the right side, it's a pretty steep ledge there, and you have to get pretty close to it, or it seems like you're going to flip it when you drive down. But this time, never lifted off the ground. So this is another spot where she did not want to drive down it. I don't blame her. You know, sometimes it is pretty scary, but once you're there, and there's only one way in and one way out, so you got to kind of push forward. And this is where I thought it was going to lift on a couple, you know, a wheel off the ground, but never did anything. Oh well. All right, so once we got out of this area, we actually took a left and we were going to go check out another couple ranches out there. And it comes into this community residential area where there's a gate and you can't pass it. It says no trespassing, guests and homeowners only. But right at that end, there is a trail. And you saw the trail, I posted it on there, picture. And it's on the left-hand side of that main gate where the resident area is. So if you want to drive there, go ahead. But please, 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 everybody, if there's a gate, it's okay to open it because a lot of these places are BLM lands, and please close it back up. We love the outdoors, we love exploring, and we don't want people to close these areas because people leave gates open. Now there is cattle out here, so that is a main reason why you got to open and close those gates. If you open it, close it. Again, if you're drinking beer, I know some people drink beer or soda, water, don't throw that shit out the window. Keep it in your truck. Throw it at a gas station when you stop or whatever, or at your house. Okay? Let's keep these places open. Now, I am going to let you guys know, if you do go, excuse me, on this trail, it is not, and I'm telling you, it is not for an Asphalt Princess truck. Now, if you don't mind Arizona pinstriping, then go for it, because you're going to get a shit ton on this trail. So if you drive anything bigger than a 4Runner, anything bigger than a Jeep, anything bigger than a Tacoma, you're going to get some major pinstriping. Now, this road trail is narrow. There are some obstacles that are pretty sketchy, but like this one right here. But it is doable in a stock 4Runner, stock Tacoma. So again, this time I could not see, so I had to get off and see where I was going to go down. This was really steep and sketchy. The wife decided to get down again and have me go through it, which I was like, you know, a little. You can't turn around, so I was like, let's go for it. We're already here. Let's go for it. There she is down there. She's going to be filming from the bottom. Again, camera does. It's nothing compared to what when you're actually there. It is pretty steep. Look how down, how far down she is. But yeah, some of these areas are so beautiful because it's so thick, so like condensed of shrubs, and then you just drive and it opens wide open. There's sections where we did go through creeks or washes a couple times, and it is an awesome scenery. Now, we will come back. I do want to bring a couple friends out and go riding. Like I said, if you don't care about Arizona pinstriping, come on down. The more the better. We will be taking a little camping stove, maybe some snacks. Oh, here's her point of view of me coming down. Yeah. Like I said, I can't believe... The only reason why I get a little nervous is because this is a stock 4Runner. I don't have a winch. I do have a strap, but what is that going to do when there's nobody around to help you pull out? Now, we did not see a single person on this trail for the entire 2 hours. It was a 2-hour trail. Not one person. No side-by-sides, so it was really cool. But scary at the same time.
Keep going.
That is me pretending I did something awesome. But yeah, like I said, we're gonna be taking camping stoves just to kind of chill, kind of like a little, like a pit stop where we kind of just stretch your legs out, because it is really rocky, it is bumpy, really narrow, And there's a couple areas where you can just kind of pull off to the side and have a little sandwich, burrito, cook, grill, whatever you want to do. And that's what we're going to do next time. And I hope we have more people that join us. But overall, this is one of the funnest trails I've been on. We got to see cows. We got to see lizards, birds, squirrels, a deer, and that's about it. Nothing crazy. I thought, there's going to be a lot more deer out there. Hopefully some coyotes, but you never know when they come out. They have their specific time. Anyways, so yeah. Some areas is nice and smooth like this, which is pretty cool. Kind of get a little break from all that, side-to-side movement. There's some areas, though, that are pretty sketchy. There's a couple areas that are like steep going up once you get off the creek or I don't know, river, whatever you want to call it. All right, so I'm going to shut up for a little bit and let you guys enjoy this with a little bit of soft music. I will be jumping in and off here and there. Now here towards our right, there is a river or creek, whatever you may want to call it, but there was no water. Now we did cross it a few times. Here's one section that we crossed. It was fun. A little steep, but it was fun. And yeah, it was steep to get in here. But like always, easy peasy with this 4Runner. It is a really nice. Like now, there's a hose or something there. I'm assuming it's for the cattle when it rains to kind of fill up those. I don't know, what do you call them? Like water tanks? They're not actual tanks, but it's for cattle, I guess. And I'm assuming that's what it's for. I don't know. If you know what those are for, please leave a comment explaining what those are. Now, I did see something similar to it on Mountain Men. I don't know if you guys watched that show, but yeah. Eustace is really creative, that guy. But anyway, we're not watching that show. We're watching Ortega's Overlanding Adventure. So, let's get back on topic. So, this was a rocky... At first, I thought we were not even on the road, but this was a road. Only one way to get in, one way to get out. So this, I had to actually back up. First time ever backing up to readjust. Because there was this huge rock right there. You could see it. I did not see it. Wifey saw it and said, there's a big rock there. And then, boop, I hit it. Nothing happened. It's just, yeah. I didn't want to drive over it. So I backed up a little bit, went a little bit more so it's left, towards the left, and we got up easy peasy. Now I always air down to 20, 21 PSI, and so far I'm really comfortable with that. I don't want to go lower than that. Some people do 15. It's a little sketchy for me, but hey, to each their own, I guess. We are still learning. We're not pros at off-roading. We're not pros at overlanding. We just get out there and explore. Now, we always cross our fingers and hope nothing breaks because we never bring any spare parts, even though I can change 100% of suspension work. I can do tie rod ends, inner tie rod ends. I can do pretty much anything, upper, lower control arms, struts, all that good stuff. But I think I should, now I'm thinking about it, maybe I should keep a spare. Just in case, you never know. But especially when you're out alone like this, not a good idea. But yeah. So this trail, our pace that we were going was almost 2 hours long. Towards the end, it's pretty much the same type of road that you saw when we first came in. But for some reason, okay, so I do have 2 GoPro batteries. I couldn't find my other one, and it was underneath the clip attachment for my GoPro, and I didn't see it until we got home. But look at this little area. This area was one of my favorite spots, going through all these trees and coverage here. It was pretty neat. But anyway, yeah. I hope we can get more people involved in this channel, in my Facebook group. I do have a Facebook group for only people. Now, please, it's for people that have 4Runners, Tacomas, Tundras, I guess. But it's called Prescott 4Runners. It's not Prescott, it's Prescott 4Runners. Like, look, here's a nice little area. Oh, it switched, but there was a nice little area we could all pull out there, have a couple of beers or whatever. I don't think you should do that, but while you're driving. But if you're going to camp, that's a pretty good spot to camp, too. And take a break. But yeah. About my group again, it's just for locals only, because I do want to get like a strong group where we can actually film, go camping, and I can do more content out here for you guys and explain where we go, what we do. For those people that want to start doing this, you really don't need much, let's just go out there. Onyx is a good thing to have, obviously a 4-wheel drive vehicle, some recovery gear, but I will explain some of the stuff that we always take in a later video. And hopefully we can build this channel with your guys' help, with all the likes and comments and subscribers. But and if we don't, it doesn't matter. This is our thing. It's what we enjoy. It's what we're going to keep on doing, and just have memories. That's what it's about, memories. And we have had a lot of memories now. We've been doing this for about 2 years now. We do camp a lot. We actually just camped 2 weekends ago. So after our ride, we ended up going downtown Prescott, and we went to these food trucks and decided to have some food before we went home. I don't want to diss on the food, so I'll just keep it as that. Thank you for watching.